Okay, hello and welcome to my series on renovating my Virginia Beach apartment, or oceanfront condo, as they would say. Today is November 2nd, 2025, and here I am. And what I'm going to cover is the moving. We just finished the moving step and how to prepare for demolition. Okay, so let's talk about moving first. So I'll first give you an overview of the project plan, where we're at, and then I'll discuss the move. And then I'll talk about doing it yourself versus using professionals and what I would do if I had to do it all over again. So on the project plan, it's still looking to complete around mid-February, optimistically. Really what it's going to depend on is getting the electricians and the plumbers. I'm finding it actually quite difficult to get their availability and get them to fit my schedule. Uh, I added an extra week for the demolition and removal. As you peel back the onion, you realize there's a lot more to do. And kitchen and bathroom planning is going in iterations. As I discover new things, I have to sometimes replan the kitchen or bathroom work, mostly the kitchen. The bathroom is going to be pretty well set. Um, and I also pulled those all the way back to the beginning because I actually started doing that planning even before the project started. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And at the time I made this video, I'm already halfway through the demolition, and that's also why I added an extra week. And it may or may not be needed. I mean, some things are going faster than I thought, and other things are taking more persistence. So, okay, the move. Let's talk about the move. We moved about 3 city blocks, but as they say, there's a saying: whether you're moving across the street or across the world, it's all pretty hard. And we actually even moved into the same type of apartment, the same layout that we have now. And the main reason why I moved so close is to be close to the project. And the main reason I got the same layout was that I could visualize some of the renovation. That was very helpful. So let's compare do-it-yourself to professional moving. So I got the U-Haul truck for $80, and that includes the mileage. Actually, it could have been cheaper if I would have gotten it at a closer location, and I actually did book at the closest location, which was a mile away. But at the last minute, they put me to a big U-Haul center out in the middle of Virginia Beach. So that's actually where a lot of my cost went, was just driving there and back, because the actual move was like less than a mile. Um, and then the other cost was I counted around $50 taking my friend out to lunch. So the total move, and then I'll have to return the favor. This Wednesday, I'm going to go help him unpack a shipping container, a pods container or something. So the total is $130. And if you go with a professional mover, it's going to cost around $350 for 2 people for 2 hours, and they bring the truck. Um, if you do the truck yourself, then it's $80 for the truck and $55 an hour for the help, minimum 2 hours. So you're looking at around $300 total. So the professional moving is around 300 to 350. So on the surface, it looks like I saved $170, more than half, doing it myself. And most of this U-Haul, they're going to advertise for $20 a day, but then you have to buy the insurance, and I would definitely take the insurance, because they can ding you for a whole bunch of little things otherwise. And then the mileage, they charge like over $1 per mile, so you have to be really, you have to plan. You don't want to be driving back and forth with a U-Haul truck. Uh, so Yeah, and with the pro movers, the thing is, when you call these ads on the Craigslist, you're calling like the brokers or the office or some middleman, and they add a lot of costs on it. So there needs to be a more efficient way, I think, to find moving help directly. I don't know how to do it. It seems like Craigslist has a lot of intermediaries on it. I mean, maybe you just put a wanted ad, and then maybe people come out of the woodwork to help you. Okay, so in conclusion about moving, you always have more stuff than you think. It's really hard work, and you got to sell stuff before you move. You know, yeah. And then a further conclusion, it's like, you know, uh, During this move, I actually got a little bit injured. I pulled some muscles and everything. So it kind of slowed me down for the next phase of the project. So if I were to do it all over again, I would probably just hire professionals, to be honest, or try to recruit more friends to share the load. Especially some of the furniture was really heavy. I have some Scandinavian furniture made out of cherry and teak, and that was really, really heavy to move. Okay, let's move into demolition prep.
All right, as you can see, we're completely moved out. So on the project plan, I'm going to mark this step as black on my project plan diagram here. And the reason why I do that is because green is like the steps I do by myself, yellow is a mix of myself and the contractor, and red is something where I need a very highly skilled, or I'd say a skilled contractor, one who really knows what they're doing, like a plumber or electrician, versus a generalist. All right, so I'll just talk about the move as I walk through here, and maybe narrate at the same time. So in front of us, I mean, it's probably self-explanatory, the rooms, but the move was really simple. We just rented a U-Haul. I called up a friend. I owe him a favor. Now I'm going to help him unpack a pod storage unit next week, and we got the moving done, inside 2 hours. You can see it's a very small place. This is the living room. All this carpet's going to come up. So I'll tell you something about moving, though, before we get into the full view here. You always have more stuff than you think, but it also goes faster than you calculate. Like I was calculating 3 hours, and we got it done in 1 hour and 45 minutes. So if you plan good and organize good, you can get it all done. So I've already, for the pre-demolition, is what I'll talk about now. So yeah, I've already got the doors off, like the closet doors and everything, but I have to first measure these interior doors before I take them down. And I'll probably keep them, aside somewhere during the project, just, so that the carpenter can measure them. And this is all like, I'll show you back here. This is all for donation. This is a Walmart return stuff I never used. Make sure you do your returns. You'd be surprised how much it adds up, and then you don't want useless stuff piling up on you. So this is just one of those interior closets like I showed you in the picture. I got my black working suit there when I'm going to be doing stuff myself. It's like, I dismantled the bed. That's going to leave it here too, and we're just going to move it around, as the floors get done. And then I've got all my pictures and, some cleaning chemicals in this box. But all this carpet is going to come up. So the carpet's going to come up, the walls will be skim coated. I want to get door closets, and I'll just show you here. There's a water heater here, Bradford White. This is actually about 10 years old, but apparently it's in quite good shape. But I think I'm just going to get it replaced anyway. And it's got this emergency pan. I don't know if there's some new innovations, but like I said, I just don't want to spend a lot. Oh, there's a picture of my daughter and an angel on the wall. Yeah, that'll all have to come down at some point. And then I'll just show you in the second bedroom here. This is where the washer is going to go. So this second bedroom is really going to get short change for closet space. And I mean, behind this wall is the mechanicals, the heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and this is the plumbing stack as well here. So yeah, this is what I got here for the bedroom. And like I said, this is an Ethan Allen bed that's been dismantled. The parrots on the wall, a lot of memories. I've had this place 21 years, and it's finally going to get a facelift. And the bathroom, this is the other critical room. Let me just get the light on here. So let me just put it on 0.6 mode. So the bathroom is nothing much. I still have to take down the mirror and the medicine cabinet, and we're going to take out this tub. There's still stuff left over for moving. There's always going to be stuff left over. I think I'll just have to box that up and get rid of it or donate it, or if it's useful, if it's good soap, it never goes bad, we'll just keep it. So this bathroom, just getting back to the bathroom. Yeah, the bathroom is a 5x7. And I'm going to put a full, it's really bad design, but this is how I bought it. And I just, like I said, it was a rental, and then we moved back in for a little bit, for like 3 weeks. And my mom was living here, for some years, so we just never got around to remodeling completely. We just did like maintenance really, but this is going to be a sink cabinet base, and then I'm going to get a narrower toilet, and then a medicine cabinet over here, and then some shelves over here. There's really not much you can do. And I mean, on this far wall, I got the door blocking it, but there'll be some towel racks and hooks, So yeah, this is 60 square meters, in America. Yeah, pre-renovation. And yeah, what I did is, like I said, I guess pre-renovation, you just get everything, all the easy stuff down. And how am I gonna do the rest of the demolition? Well, I think first I'm gonna actually get the cabinets down. I have a guy coming over on Monday. He wants the fridge. I put the fridge up for sale, but I told him he could have it if he helps me rip out the kitchen. Fridge is still actually pretty good. I told him he can take the dishwasher and the microwave. And yeah, he'll rip out that. But I want to do the popcorn ceiling removal first before taking out the carpet, so that it's less cleaning. So the carpet will catch all the debris, and then I'm going to just cut up the carpet and roll it up. I already ran a test. So you want to do a lot of testing of your tools and stuff during pre-demolition. Just, make sure your tools and techniques work. I can tell you these cabinets are pretty well stubborn up there. I got a feeling they've been glued and they've been nail gunned in. I couldn't find screws. I only found a few screws in this one. I pulled them out and nothing happened. So I don't know what that is all about, but I was reading that these 1970s, which is the date of these cabinets, they built them to stay there. They thought this was going to be the style of styles, the end of style. And this is what, so they weren't really thinking that someone would want to take out this kitchen one day. I'm going to keep this mirror. I was thinking about having the countertop and cabinets run all the way across, but considering the work that needs to be done for putting in laundry in the other room, that probably is going to get sacrificed, and we're just going to stick to this original design, just update it, and maybe in the future, renovation, in some 5 years, I can afford to do the whole cabinets going across. Cabinets are quite pricey. Yeah, and then here's the entrance and the door. So yeah, that's all I got. So yeah, pre-renovation, get all the easy stuff down, get your stuff measured, and figure out the steps so you minimize the mess. Like I said, before you take out the carpet, see what the carpet can catch before you roll it up, so it'll save you some cleaning and prepping, because all that debris, when you go to tiling, there's a concrete floor under this, a slab. That needs to be cleaned really good, and if you just add to that, it's just going to make it that much harder. So you need to really think through what you're doing. Just don't go in there swinging hammers. And actually, you shouldn't be swinging any hammers. Everything should just come out nicely with a little bit of force, but try to take out things the right way, so you're not regretting it later and, creating extra work for yourself. But anyway, that's it. Thank you, and give me a like and subscribe. And you can contact me through the email on the end slide. All right, see you. Bye-bye.